Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Scorpio for May of 2012. This also applies if you have a Scorpio ascendant. So my dear Scorpios, for you this month, much happening in your house of finance, a lot happening around money and relationships. That's going to be the biggest focus this month. Let's look at this house of finance because it's very important. It's particularly happening in your 8th house because we have Venus going retrograde this month. Happens every 18 months, happens for about 6 weeks. So from the 15th of this month until the 26th of June, we have this Venus retrograde in your 8th house of money, particularly joint finances. So it's very important to deal with any unfinished business connected with your finances. This would not be a good time to lend money. It would not be a good time to go into business in a joint partnership of any way. Definitely not under the Venus retrograde. If you want to do it before Venus goes retrograde, yes, all right. But once it goes retrograde, I would not. This is a time really to reevaluate everything connected with money. So it would include your banking arrangements, your insurance policies if you have any kind of taxation situation. Everything connected with money, in fact, any joint financial situation, your assets, your stocks or shares if you have them, any property, any land, any real estate, this is all up for re-evaluation and a wonderful time to do it during this Venus retrograde. It's also a good time to renegotiate a contract. If you're in the middle of a deal and you want to renegotiate it, wonderful time to do it during this Venus retrograde. It's very important to reevaluate your finances and your relationships during this retrograde because you've got a lot going on this month as well, my dear Scorpios, in your house of relationship. This is in fact a good month, particularly the first couple of the weeks of the month, for meeting somebody, for getting into a relationship, a love relationship, or just a friendship, one-on-one relationship, whatever it is. Could be a coach, somebody who's here just to help you in some way. But it's a great month for doing that, shining a light on having some interesting people coming into your life, and also good for a reconciliation and for making up with somebody who you may have fallen out with. And also somebody from your past could come back into your life as well during this period. First week of the month, actually, we've got Uranus-Mercury conjunct in your 6th house. So this could bring an unusual job offer, an unusual job opportunity. It could bring somebody interesting to you in your work situation, some stimulating encounters happening in your work situation, particularly that first week of the month. Don't get too concerned. Around the middle of the month, we've got a square from Neptune to the Sun from your 8th to your 5th houses. You may find your energy somewhat subdued. You probably just need a bit of time out and a bit of time just to chill and be alone and take stock. Mars all month in your 11th house, so still a time for you to be putting energy into what your dreams are, your hopes are, what motivates you now. I think some of you have lost your motivation, lost what really makes you tick. It's now time to rethink that, to rethink what is it you want to manifest. What are the things that are most important to you, and narrow them down. And then, my dear Scorpios, put your laser beam focus on it, your mind energy, because boy, when a Scorpio gets fixated on something, there's nothing that you can't achieve. Really, nothing in your way. So I would say to you, we've still got this square of Pluto to Uranus from your 6th to your 3rd houses. It's some frustration with the work area, some frustration, I think, with the people around you, maybe feeling as though you are a bit held in. You want to feel a bit freer to do more of the things you want to do. I think that's an ongoing thing. We're seeing that globally as well as on a personal level. I think the best you can do is make sure that you're aware of manipulation when it's going on. Either you're doing it or somebody doing it to you, and make sure you nip it in the bud and don't allow that to be a part of your life. Because, of course, as you know, it can be extremely destructive. So, good month for meeting somebody potentially. If you do meet somebody, go slowly because the likelihood is during the retrograde, you may not see that person as they really are. And when it goes direct, you might not, in fact, really be quite as into them as you thought you were. Remember to reevaluate everything connected with finances so that when the Venus goes direct again, you can move, your life can move forward more quickly in these areas. So I wish you a great month. You might want to subscribe to my free newsletter or download your free birth chart from my website or order a reading, a consultation, whatever it is. I'd be delighted to hear from you. And thank you for those of you who favourite these videos and pass them on and share them. I really appreciate it. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.